Hey guys, Sax here, and welcome back to the Racing Network Extra channel. For this, as you guys probably could, well, I don't know, maybe, I don't know how I'm going to title this, but welcome to a new series I'm going to be starting on the Extras channel, where it's going to be AI, as you can see, hopefully in the title. I hope I did that. If I didn't, it's an AI championship of my friends and myself. I have a car in here, of we're going to run a championship between them. I mean, I think it would be fun. All of my friends thought it'd be a cool idea to do this. They all chose their numbers and what paint schemes and everything. So we've got everything set up. Tonight is our duels. I know it's O'Reilly Series, Xfinity, whatever you want to call it. Busch Series, whatever. It's those cars. But I wanted to do duels, so that way it kind of is like a warm-up to what the series is going to be. So we're going to quickly go over some minor things. For this race, winner will get 5 points. So both duels, winner gets 5 points. That's the only points awarded for the duels. Besides, and this is for every race, whoever gets pole and whoever gets the fastest lap also get a bonus point. So 2 bonus points up every single race. It's only 1 point, but that could determine a champion at the end of this thing. So we started it off. The 24 is our pole sitter for the duels, but does not lock. The 24 is not locked into the front row automatically for the Daytona 500. We're not doing it that way because the 24 is me, and I feel like that would sound really rigged if that's how it went. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and roll these AI, and we're going to go through a couple more little minor things to go through, so that way you guys get to hear all the fun things as these cars go around. So as our field is pacing around, cautions tonight, and for any of our plate track races at Atlanta and Talladega, multi-car wrecks have to have more than one car go around for a caution. A caution can come out if a car is stopped on track, or if multiple single-car wrecks happen that cause them to be stopped on track. All other tracks, any wrecks, whether a car stops or goes around, that's going to bring out a caution. We have unlimited overtimes in this, like real life, so that will be interesting to go into. Qualifying. That one was a very interesting one for here. We had 3 crashes in qualifying. Casey wrecked and took Jay with her, and Juan wrecked on his own during qualifying. So that is the storylines going into this one. I'll also show you guys the schedule on screen, as well as we're about to go green for duel number 1 as the 24 leads them across the line. I forgot to go through your order because I had so much to go through. But the 24 up front is myself. But I will be calling Feed Agent because that is my Roblox name, and I feel like it would be weird to keep saying Saxy, 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 so on. But besides that, Crimson is in the 08, the 18 is Chris, Julia is in the 41, Spades is in the 45, Ryan is in the 88, and Casey all the way in the back in the 31. That is your Duel 1 lineup of cars. So only 7 cars in this duel because we're only allowed 14 AI in this game. But I think it's going to go pretty well. Doing the test runs to see how it would work, it worked pretty well. So expect some big crashes and some big moves from these guys and gals. Whoever, you know, we got both in here. So right now it's 3 wide, though. Outside line has the most cars in it. And so we're going to try to cycle here to Chris here in the middle. You give us a good shot going down the back straightaway. It's Spades on the inside, Chris in the middle, and Feed Agent on the outside. 3 wide for the race lead still. And this is what I meant by in the testing. These guys held 3 wide for a lot of it and forced the issue of 4 wide sometimes. And that would ultimately be the ultimate cause of crashes, of just pushing it 4 wide, and that would just cause chaos. Whoa, a little contact there. Casey slid up into the side of Julia there. And as that happened, the 24 slides down, blocks this middle lane off. As they're going to head to the bottom, where Spades is at, trying to take the lead away with help from Casey. This is how it's going to run tonight. We're also going to see tonight which one of the duels is going to be the clean one, which one's going to be the hellfest of cautions. That's always tends to be something that happens in real life, league racing that I've hosted, and even this during the practice for them. It happened even in there where one was clean, the other one was Right now looking clean so far. As the 24 goes back to the top side, blocks off the 08. As you're going to notice when we get up the other duels, there is a lot of Chevys in this field. A lot of people pick Chevys. There are a good number of Toyotas and only 2 Fords in the entire field of 14 cars, which is more than real life. Real life, there's not even one full-time one, but that's besides the point. I will say as well, go check out all of my friends, even though they are not actively the ones racing. Still go check them out. They are the ones that allowed me to put their names in this and do this type of championship with their names in it. As you see, their names are listed on the screen, or either their YouTube or Twitch. I will have them all linked in the description. Go check each and every one of them out. And obviously check out everything else we do on the main channel, on this channel. Join the Discord to come race with us when we actually do our events that aren't AI, when it's actual proper, you know, us racing. But, quick little plug. As we go back into this thing, 24 still out front, 3 wide battling, as now Spades is moved up to the middle line. That puts Casey on the lead on the bottom. It's gonna get interesting. They're gonna start cycling that way of just people trading areas. Trading spots. Oh. As that's a big lead there for the 24 going into turn 1. Don't necessarily know if that is the good thing to have going into these turns, is a big gap between you and the cars behind you. Unless there's a crash. If there's a crash, I absolutely think that that would be a phenomenal area to be. It's miles away of the field. As they are trying to get these things sorted out. 24 blocks the middle line. Now goes to the top. Gonna try to get this outside run, get a push from that 08. As they come back onto the main straightaway here. To the start-finish line. 24 still out front. Whoa, 24 got the wall there. Sometimes they do that, and that does cause damage. Sometimes we might see that either in Duel 2, sorry, and potentially the 500. It happens a lot with these AI where they just come off the corner or on the straightaway and just tap the wall, and the wall grabs them and it wrecks them. But as we're talking about that, the 31 got clear the middle line and then left Julia by herself on the bottom. So it's about to get interesting, as the little bit of moves like that can make a big difference on where people are going to finish and if there is a crash. As now the 31 shoots back down to the bottom. Trying to take the lead away from the 24. Nobody able to do it yet so far in this race. But now the 31 ekes out in front. Can the 24 get the run? The 24 back to the lead, side by side between the two, and neither one of them have direct help behind them. They're starting to get there, and now the 24 look to be clear going into the turn, side by side between the top and the bottom lines. The 24 pulls down to the middle line, trying to get closer to that 31, maybe get some side draft off of the 31. Coming back to the line, the 24 still leads it. Here comes that outside line, though. And not being able to block it might let that outside line get around the 24, and that could shake things up big time here. Never mind, the 24 gets clear, running that middle line in the middle of the turn. Whoa! I thought the 31 was about to wreck there. I thought that Casey was about to go straight up the track in front of the 24 and go around. As the lap's winding down fast here, as the 24 still the favorite right now, controlling this outside line run. I think as long as Feed Beijing stays up there, I don't know. I'd probably just call him Beijing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to end up calling it, but that's me. As long as the 24 keeps blocking that top line through the exits of the turns, that is going to be major help to that 24 of just getting a run to keep himself out front. Big moves there. That might be 4 wide. It is. There's what I was talking about. They're pushing 4 wide now. This is really going to hurt some lines here. This could end up causing a crash with the top 2 lines. I've seen it a lot with these AI that once they hit 4 wide here at Daytona, they don't know how to react towards it. Big moves. Is he right there? Contact there. The 18 hit the 31. And for the first time, somebody else leads the lap other than the 24. As we hit 5 laps to go, it's getting interesting. As you saw, the 4 wide is really shaking things up now. Now the bottom line has the preferred number of cars. Do they have the run? Now the 18 is the one out front. But any more moves like that can really shake up this field again. As an outside line is going to be trying to search for a run now with the least... Now, don't have the numbers to just drive away on their own with the 24 leading. They've now got to fight and get these runs moving as fast as they can. The 88's got to get hooked up to that 24 and give him a big push if he wants to get that 24 back out front. Oh, it looks like the 08 looked for a 4 wide opportunity there, and now the 31 looks to the outside. With the 08 all over the track. 4 cars on this outside line now. It's a big push to the back end of the 18 from the 31. Now the 31 moves back down to the middle line. As they're going to come back around to 3 laps to go. It's going to get interesting. The car that dominated this entire duel has now been put out of play of winning it. As it stands right now. As Chris leads him across the line, blocks the middle line now. Now back to the top. Chris with that same thing of moving back and forth between the middle and top lines. I don't know if it's really going to help him here, because your main competition is that bottom line, and that bottom line is clear. Getting onto the back straightaway. Now the lead handed off to Spades. But Spades now sitting in the gutter hole of this middle line, and that's going to hand this outside line a big run again. The 45 is going to fade here with no help to the back bumper. We head back to the 18, who's got this huge run on this outside line with help from the 24. The 2 Toyotas working together nicely here. 2 laps to go. Reminder, 5 bonus points are up on the table here tonight. It isn't just a starting grid for the 500. It is a few points. As things are getting interesting now, it's just the 18 and 24 on the top. 3 cars down on the bottom. This is going to shake out very interestingly here. As now Julia takes the look for the lead. Getting a push from the 08. Now Julia slides to the middle line, blocks off the run from the 45. Side by side, 1 lap to go. Will we get a crash on the last lap? They have been clean all race long. We've gone 14 laps without a single crash. Can the 41 hold off the runs from the outer lines? Flying down the backstretch for the final time here for Duel 1. Julia looking comfortable running this middle line. Hoping that the 2 behind her don't split off from her. Because if she can keep them right behind them, I think she's going to. Nobody's going to be able to challenge her. Maybe here comes the 08 to the bottom. It's not going to be enough. Julia wins Duel number 1. So there you go, Duel number 1 in the books. You see the order up there. as we will move towards duel number 2. Alright, and welcome back for duel number 2. Julia with the win here in duel number 1. End up also scoring the fastest lap in duel 1, so walks away from duel 1 with 6 points. With a chance to be tied for the lead or leading by a point. Walking out of duels and into the proper start of the season. As here for duel 2, we've got Colin in the 19 on the front row. Next to him is Ricky in the 17. Row 2, we have Smity in the 48. We have Taffi in the 7. Jelly in the 33. Jay in the 54. And rounding out the field, our only other Ford, and that is Juan. So another 7-car field for duel number 2. So let's see, will this be our chaotic duel? As you see a little bit of lag, that might be a little bit of a telltale sign. Maybe this one's going to be a little bit crazier. Hoping not. The other one took a very short time to get through. And I'm hoping this one goes that same way of quick and easy. But as it seems, the Toyotas worked really well. And qualifying, as you already see there, contact Ricky on 2 wheels. It's already getting hectic. So yes, this is going to be the chaotic duel. Toyotas were fast in qualifying. Jay would have had the pole if he did not crash out of qualifying, and it would have been a Toyota 1, 2, 3. But due to that, he gets put to the back, and it's a Toyota 1, 2 in qualifying. Sadly, a Toyota not able to take victory in duel 1. So now, duel 2, Colin trying to make up for the fact that the other Toyotas struggled there at the end of duel number 1. He's got to find his way to Jay. Those two need to work together if they want to get Toyota a victory here in duel number 1. As you see the 33 already making big moves on the bottom. With Juan following behind as a 4-car train in the middle. That's really going to start moving. If all 4 of those cars stay in that lane, that thing's going to roll. Oh, they don't all stay. You see Smity bailed. That's going to separate that middle line of just the 7 to the 19. Is going to be a pretty decent gap, but it doesn't matter right now. As they're already trying to push it 4 wide. This is what I meant. This one's going to be the chaotic one. 3 laps in, and we're already looking at 4 wide in duel 2, when it took them all race long to do anything like this for duel 1. Yep, and there it is! Big crash! The 33 on his side. Caution flag will wave. Already here early. Get a caution. 33 still on his side. He's going to roll it to the grass. And that's going to put him a lap down. He'll be allowed to rejoin the track, but he'll be a lap down and hope for another caution and not be involved in another crash, as Colin does lead it across the line. And we are back here under caution, getting ready to go green. Restart number 1, and duel 2, as the Toyotas take the front row. The Toyotas took the front row pretty quickly there at the end. Once that wreck started happening, Jay able to make it through. Colin didn't have to worry about it. It was up front. 26. So I keep saying that's a 26 because it looks like a 26. It's a 25. Sorry. It really is a trippy number. It looks like the 26. The 25 also escaped through. The Ford also made it through. The Chevys had a trouble there. It was the Chevys that ended up having the crash, and that's going to put Jelly a lap down, and is going to hope that we get another caution to bring himself back onto the lead lap. Here we go. Restart number 1. Colin leads him. Good start for that 19. Able to control it here. Clear of both lines. He can jump up to this outside if he really wants to, but I don't see him doing it. Never mind. There he goes. Nope. Never mind. He decides better of it. He goes to the middle line. Now back to the top. He's very indecisive. Whoa. Puts the block on the 54. 54 moves now to the outside. But the only one out there, so Colin's not going to go up there and block that. No need to. Never mind, I guess he's going to. He's going to work with his Toyota teammate. and hope that this outside line will work for them. Now flying back to the line, big push from that 54, but here comes that inside line. The inside line has more cars, but nope, Colin still leads it across the line. Smity into the side of the 7. Now, the 17 jumps up to this outside line. He's trying to get a piece of these Toyotas. Never mind, he goes back down to the middle line. They're very indecisive here on this one. That's what I meant. Duel 1 went by smoothly. Duel 2 is going to be the crazy one. It's like owning 2 cats, which I have major experience with. One is calm, the other one is crazy. As they come back to the line again, Colin has a good rotation up here at this top side, working with the 54, and now the 17 has committed to this top side with these 2. Would not expect that out of Ricky. Especially the real Ricky, that man would be all over this track right now. As now Juan moves to this middle line. It is 3 versus 3. Never mind, he goes back down to the bottom. He thinks better of it. Juan is trying to figure out where he wants to go. Colin is very much locked in on this top side. He wants to work with his Toyota teammate. For now, as we're about to hit halfway, complete 7 laps. And it's still side by side between the 2 IRL best friends as we had a crash in the back. Oops, I hit the button to do that. Hold on. Oops. Technical difficulties. As that is going to be the 7 and a 17 around. Caution flag will wave. As we're not going to be able to see what ended up happening. It caused that because I accidentally hit the button. But Colin's got to hope that his teammate gives him a big push here coming off the turn. Side by side, Juan and Colin coming back to the line. And it'll be the 19 who leads it across the line. And we're back under caution again. This is what I meant. 2 cautions already. And now 2 cars a lap down. The 7 and the 17 are both now a lap down, not able to get back to the line after that last crash. But allows the 33 to get back on the lead lap. And since we're already on this topic, I'm going to go ahead and explain it. Any lap car that is a lap down that does not... Sorry, let me properly go through this. Any lap car that was involved in a previous crash or just went a lap down from being slow, which I highly doubt will happen in this, will get a lap back. As long as they finish the lap back to the caution, which is the race back. They will get a lap back. Even if the car is destroyed, they will get it. But if they do not, they add another lap to their laps down. As here they come back to the green flag. Good start for the 19 again, gets clear of that outside line. And the ticker will say a lap behind if the cars in last are a lap down. It's whatever. We'll just have to be a little keep a close eye on it. As now Colin goes to the top side, no help up there. I guess he was hoping for it to get a little bit more separated here, but it really hasn't. Everybody's kind of stuck together here, at least for now. But Colin's out front. He's probably going to want to block this top side, though. He does jump up there. That's going to move Jay to the middle line. Jay, no help. Never mind. Here comes Smity. Smity going to help Jay in the middle line. As you see there, it says lap 10 again, 2 times in a row, so that means it's 5 laps to go. 2 cautions have happened already. Jay now taking a look for the race lead. As a 7 is a lap car, trying to race their way back onto the lead lap. That's Taffi in the 7. Some help from the 33. On the bottom, but it's side by side for the lead between the 2 Toyotas. If they can keep it how it is right now, that is going to be a good thing for Toyota after having a not-so-great finish And duel number 1, the pole sitter ended up going all the way down to second to last. Now Jay drops down to the bottom, back to the middle. If I'm Jay, I want to stay in this middle line right now. Or go to the top. I think those are your lines to worry about. Don't worry about the 7. The 7 is not your fight right now. The 7 is a lap car. Don't fight the 7. As of right now, he's taken my advice to the top side with the 19. A huge run on that back straightaway. Trying to set things up here as laps are winding down. Whoa, big slide out of that 54 on exit. The line, 3 laps to go. Jay out front, Colin in second. As now Colin moves down, that leaves Juan out to dry on the outside. That is not good for Juan. No help. As now Colin does slide back up there. Jay moves to the middle. Oh, a little bit of contact in the back. Jay wants to get out of this middle line fast here now. This is no longer the preferred line. 3 wide, 2 of them are lead lap cars, 1 a lap down. Jay's probably going to be hoping he gets clear Colin here and can slide up off an exit. Not able to do it. The 7 now clear. Now it is 3 wide for the race lead. 2 laps to go. Can Jay hold off the 33 on the bottom? Or can Colin get up there? Or will the 33 win it? Here goes the 7 to the top. That outside line's going to have a huge run, especially if they get the help from the 7 and they keep the momentum rolling up there. That'll work very big in Colin's favor. If you're Jay, you're hoping that your line can get clear of the bottom. Colin shoving the 7 out front. It is going to get interesting here. As here they go. White flag, 1 lap to go. Whoa, and they're going to get it 4 wide. This is what I mean. This is going to end in a crash. Never mind, they move back down to 3 wide. Ricky thought better of it. Something that real Ricky would not do. Oh, contact! Jay and Colin. Colin sliding majorly off an exit there. Colin and Juan working really well on this outside line. The 7 blocks the bottom. It is going to be between this 33 and the 19 coming off the exit. I don't know who's going to get this. I think the 33 is going to get it. No! It's going to go to Colin! That one was interesting. That one definitely finished interesting. As I'm going to let them go around so the 7 can technically finish its lap. Because the 7 is technically still racing. Leaders were behind the 7. But Colin will add 5 points to his name. Goes from winning, well, the row pole for the outside and gets to keep it. He can thank his buddy in the 25 Juan push that 19 as much as he could. And as soon as the 7 crosses a line, Juan. Yep, there we go. All right. And now let's see who got the fastest lap for Duel 2. It goes to Jelly. So Jelly gets a bonus point, which means we have 4 people with points off of the first duels before we even get a proper race going. We've got 4 people on the board. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go check out the rest of this series as it progresses on. Make sure to check out the 500 if you enjoyed this little mini 7-car races with a shorter amount of laps. Daytona, the proper one, will be longer, and the full field will be racing against each other finally. Full points. And this will be a full championship, no chase or playoff anything. It is a straight fight at the finish. Hope you guys will enjoy that. Go check out, like I said, during the races, check out the main channel of the racing channel. So when we actually do these things, and it's not just AI, You got real people driving the cars. Mistakes can be made. Human errors. You guys will be allowed to join those races. We are getting things set up for you guys to be able to participate. Check out the TikTok as well. This is something that I really haven't promoted yet, is the TikTok. I started a TikTok for the racing channel. Check that out if you're interested in that. It's the racing clips of some of our events are going up there. Check out the Twitch when we do stream these things live. Join the Discord and everything. This will be Saxy, signing out. See you guys next time. Bye, guys. Stay crossing off my list. Got my money in my bitch. That's a check.